Alright. I forgot to do it at the very start, but we're doing a video log of this inhaler. Whew. Yeah, Laurin Canyon, brothers and sisters of the internet. We're doing it today. Starting at 5,600 feet, and we'll see how far up we get. I've been running a lot recently, and going uphill has not been my forte, so you know what that means, right? We get to March as far as we get, and it's fucking January, what, 16th? Something like that. I mean, we're gonna pump. I might come back up here next year for a Christmas tree. Look at all these fucking lovely Douglas firs. Juniper. What my granddad likes. You know, this is an old Willis Jeep trail. You can see some folks been up here, but it only goes about 2.5 miles back, and the last 2 miles are going to be kind of up through brush, and I'm really hoping there's a horse trail. Like, really hoping. We'll find something, I'm sure, but since it's all covered in this white shit, we may not get as far as we're hoping, so God bless. Right, gentlemen, personal vaporizer's coming into use. Just shedded all my layers. Shedded. You probably couldn't see the fat fucking clouds, but sick. Need a new cart. Anyways, I think you're gonna go in my pocket because it's not cold outside. It's like 40. I don't want to sweat because if I sweat now, I'm gonna fucking freeze when I get on the top. So, ski poles. Bye. All right, gentlemen. That straight line is an old flume. We're about 50 miles away from Virginia City. So needless to say, people were doing a lot of poking and digging in the ground over here for quartz veins, quartz intrusions into the native bedrock. I don't believe the rubies are part of the tobacco root batholith. Instead, I think that they are part of the same fault that forms the bangtails and the other mountain range between the rubies and the bangtails. They're all really dry mountain ranges, very steep, at least on one side, if not both, and they're constituent of 9,000 plus foot peaks with barely any trees on them on the southern and western flanks. It's actually really pretty. Highly recommend if you ever get the chance. Catch me breathing hard. Whew. So you can see the native rock here. Well, what isn't covered in lichen. It's limestone, which is pretty consistent with much of the Madison and Mississippian limestones that were laying down here between 60 and 250 million years ago, and the varied inland seas that happened. But I think you also see that's a piece of, well, I was going to say that could be a chunk of quartz. I can't tell until I get right up on it. Nope, that's just native limestone. But either way, quartz intrusions made their way into the bedrock here, which is mostly limestone on top of Flathead Eagle or Fort Union Formation sandstone, depending on where you're at. And underneath of that's generally Precambrian basement rock. So it's pretty common for this region. In places like the Boulder Batholith over by Butte, the Butte Highlands, the Pioneers or the tobacco roots, you will see a lot of granitic rock, a lot of magmatic intrusion into that native bedrock to form those mountain ranges. The buoyancy of that hot molten rock pushed up through the crust. And that hot molten rock's also generally pretty damn laden with gold and silver and other metals, especially in the quartz veins that protrude up through the rock. So that's the reason Butte's so rich. That intrusion bode well for them. Okay, I will say this stream bed is a testament to just how fucking dry these mountains are. It's kind of insane when you think about, but this is coming off of the northeast face of the tallest peak in the range, and there's no water in it. And it only gets water during the spring. Now, part of that also has to do with the karst topography populating the region, meaning that water is able to penetrate and go underground. But even with that in mind, there's not a whole lot of dense deciduous undergrowth and brush in this bottom, which means that water, even on the north side, down in a creek bottom, is still pretty damn scarce. I have a sneaking suspicion during the summer this place fucking cooks. But that's why it's Douglas fir and juniper. Surprised I haven't seen any white barks, but maybe they don't populate the rubies, I don't know. Ooh, that's another thing I meant to mention. Limber pines. You can actually find limber pines at the top of this mountain range, which is part of the reason I was so damn eager to come up here. I want to see a limber pine forest in Montana, because they aren't white barks. They're two separate species. I think there's a few species of limber pine, but those are definitely region specific. At this point, I'm following a community trail or a game trail. I mean, people have definitely been through here and cut the limbs off of these trees, without a doubt. But I'm kind of wondering how long this trail is going to stay nice. Doesn't look like anybody's been up here. I think this is a guide trail because it's maintained, but straight out ahead of me is like that. That's flat. So it's pretty damn steep. I'm surprised they're doing that to their horses, but I don't know, it's pretty damn slick this time of year. Not gonna lie, it was slick. Well, ladies and gents, we just stumbled on an old mine. You may not think it at first. This kind of excavation in the hillside just doesn't happen on a steep ass slope like this. That's all the trees in it. Gotta keep people out. By the size of this hole, it's a pretty successful little operation. See the tailings piles? They level out and even hump up. In fact, I'm standing on one. Those two trees have been cut where the trail goes. Alright, so right here we're seeing a few of the most common tree species locally. This is a fir tree, probably a Douglas fir. judging by the bark. This one you can immediately tell is a lodgepole pine. Look at those pine bristle clusters. And that bark is very distinctive. And then over here, we have Picea anglemonii, spiny spruce, and flaky bark. On older trees, you can see a lot of flakes. Kind of similar in fashion. Yeah, right there. Kind of similar in fashion to the lodgepole pine, but slightly lighter in hue and a different pattern. And then just your standard Douglas fir, which has long, thin cracks in the bark. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sign of a guide trail. Well, doesn't look like it gets too much traffic, but they definitely keep it nice. I mean, you can tell. Oof, there's a tree limb there. There's a path up. We'll see where it takes us. 6 ways from Sunday. I mean, Jesus Christ, if I were a smarter man. Alright, out of the way. Whatever. Oh. Don't worry, I am the trail. See, you're here with me. You're doing it with me right now. Pumping. Woo! Lousy me. Damn, some good walking. Tell you what. Go back to the south and give me some of that Cajun cooking. Sadly, I didn't bring any of my gumbo today, but one of my good friends has a pretty dank gumbo recipe. I might say that that stuff up there sucked, and I finally was able to get back down to the stream bed, and lo and behold, the trail's here, as I knew it would be. Just couldn't fucking get back down. Oh well. Anyhow, how are you all doing? I mean, can't make any assumptions that you're doing good. I know a lot of you aren't, but a lot of you are. Honestly, I don't pay attention to the viewership of this YouTube channel. So yeah, no idea who's watching. But, which way to go? Hump. But yeah, I gotta climb up that. God, this is a place of just exceeding beauty. And we found what looks to be a footer for some sort of construction that was here at one point. Kind of neat in my opinion, but it's 11, so we better keep going. I'm turning around by 2, without a doubt. 2 to 2:30, I'm like turning around. Well, we stumbled across their old a davit, anyways, one of many that have populated this area. This one just happens to have all the shit left with it. Very neatly bent tree. That. Yeah, there we go. Now you can see it. Holy shit. Alright. Well, that's awesome. I can see how to get up there. Well, at least to the top. Holy shit. I gotta get up this ridge. Alright. I almost wonder if going up this right-hand drainage with that peak that I showed you first, the second highest one or whatever, is gonna be better than up here. But honestly, I couldn't tell you, so we're gonna go check out over here because of time constraints. If I was up here an hour or 2 earlier, I'd be less worried about it, but it's 11, and that's going to be another mile or 2 around, so let's see what we can see on the old Coot's cabin. And I think what this means is that the road and trail are going to be very promptly end. And I should turn around and walk back, but let's go up a little further. I'm curious now. Alright, ladies and gents, we're going to turn around and go up the other drainage, because I know I can get to the ridge that way. Maybe longer, but I'm more looking to go up today than actually get to the top. I just needed to burn some calories. This is most certainly the correct choice. I'm debating putting my snowshoes on. I'm going to hold off for a bit longer, but if we don't get under some tree cover soon with a trail, I'm putting them fucking on. Because it's 1.5 feet deep in some spots, and it's not great. Most of this is 8 to 10 inches deep, but close to sweating again anyways. I don't know. Sometimes you just get in the swing of things and you forget what you're doing. But this isn't up. Holy shit. Might have to come back up here in the fall after everything's died off, all the bugs and shit. October. I need the whole month of October off into November so I can go hike. It's the best time of the year to do it. It's dry, cool and crisp, and not much snow yet, and no bugs. It's a perfect formula. Whew. Those are me. Miss Ezra made that some uphill walking. Tell you what. Whew. The end's just vertical. I put snowshoes on because it sucked. Yeah, this camera doesn't do it justice. And there are people gophering in here everywhere, looking for shit. It's kind of funny. Probably a cabin or something up here somewhere. Well, ladies, if you're gonna try to summit Ruby Peak, you should do it from the McHessor Creek side. This is up and snowy. It's very snowy and deep and up, kind of tree-y. There's not a lot of vistas or grand scenery. It's a lot of fucking trees. Oh, Christ. Well, it's 12 o'clock noon anyways, so we're getting there. Ladies and gents, you'll notice a change of ecosystem. Got some high altitude trees up here, so means we're nearing the top. It's up here you forget how good it hurts, where the air is thin and snow is thick. I was hoping to drink on the way up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Too much shit in the bag, you know what I mean? Packing too much in the trunk. Oh, I haven't decided whether or not I'm gonna start my own equipment service and repair company or just work another summer landscaping. I'm leaning towards landscaping one more season, calling her quits. Ooh, lordy. The trudge continues, I suppose. The geography in here, though, is just, it's fucking with me. I keep finding these little humps, like somebody's been in here digging all the way up this draw. They may very well have. I don't think so. You saw logged at one time, but some of these trees are real fucking old up here. I've seen some real chonkers, so I'm inclined to believe that this never was really explored too much. I mean, people have been up here for ages, but, you know, mining-wise. Shit, ladies and gents. Here's the object of our desire. Well, it won't happen today, I'll guarantee you that. Ruby Peak. Yeah, Lord, gentlemen, this fucking thing just goes up. I need to find a list of ingredients for a German chocolate cake. The Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. I am violently munchy and need to consume something sweet. So I've been cooking all these fucking decadent savory dishes, like French onion soup, eggs Benedict, pork chili verde, homemade frijoles, homemade spaghetti, candied sweet potatoes. It's been decadent, to say the least, so I'm gonna get up here to like a knob and eat. I am fucking munchy. I think it's fair and justified to say we're a good ways up the mountain. It just started snowing, so that's pretty cool. Well, go a little ways further, make a cup of tea, and then turn around. Bad when that fucking talus slope over there is worse to walk on than the 2-foot deep snow drifts. I'm getting up here to the top of the main ridge, make a cup of tea and turning around. It's a lot of work. That is the town of Alder, Montana. Way down there. Yeah. This has just been a straight up. Yeah, the trees give a good indication of how steep it is. The rubies just, they just come up out of the valley floor. There's not really a lot of foothills or gradual ascent or well-marked trails this side of the fucking ridge to go up. See a boot pack. Do it in the fall. Just do it in the fall. Well, gents, that's the peak I was hoping to at least get into today, but we're not going that far because it's 2 o'clock. That ridge down there is what I was hoping to go back down, because you see it's all clear as snow. But I don't think we're going to have any such luck. Yeah, we're about level with the bottoms of the basins in those peaks. We're what, 8,500, 9,000 feet here? So, oh, I farted. Anyhow, I'm just going to go back the way I came, because I don't want to go between those 2 cliffs right there and walk down that ridge. It's gonna kind of suck. So anyways, here's the top. I think I'm just gonna start my walk back down. Less windy spot. I will say the valley that the Jefferson combines in, from the Beaverhead rivers and I don't remember the name of the other one. Oh, the Ruby River. Well, that's on the other side. That's over that way. But the Beaverhead, and there's one other river down by Dillon over there. That valley remains an enigma to me. It's beautiful, but just odd. Haven't spent much time over there. Off that away, you can see them through the pine trees. Man, sometimes you just become aware of the pristine silence. It's nice. Not many places where it's just the wind. At least in daily life. Alright, so the way I'm facing is south. You're about 2 miles in, I think. 2.5, somewhere in there. But anyways, the trail's been going west so far, and now you're turning back south to go up a little draw. You want to go west, if you're going to go the way I did. That trail's a few miles long, and it's very steep, but it's a hell of a time, and you get to see some kind of cool old mines and stuff, so if you get a chance, I'd recommend it, highly. With the last mile approaching, we say goodbye to the Feng Shui rocks, whatever they are. My shoulders will be well relieved of the load when I arrive at the car. Well relieved. It's kind of an... Ow! I think I didn't even eat lunch up there. I just kind of turned around. Got baked instead. Smart man. That's right. Carry 50 pounds of shit to the top of a mountain and slide your way back down. Monkey have big brain, monkey go thinky thinky. Alright, monkey. Okay, bye. Little Honda's fucking getting it. Little V6 6-speed, eh? A bumpy fucking 2-track. Alright, at least there's snow on the ground. It's looking flat. Don't got a spare. Alright, so this is the Laurin Canyon access. And then you can see that it comes over and meets up with this road, which comes out of Alder. See, so you come off the highway right over here. You can branch off there, you can go through town and go down here. You can go along this road, and there's a Forest Service gate, and this is BLM until right here, and then it's private, and then it's BLM again until it turns into Forest Service. I had to stop my car there because of snow concerns. And then this is the route I took. This is Laurin Canyon, this is Poirier Canyon. So I just went in and followed the road up, followed the trail. Now the trail turns south right here. And I don't know where it goes, but I didn't go that way. I went up this way. You can see this meadow, and there's a cabin somewhere right in here. A whole bunch of old mine davits. Cabin in there. This meadow, there's a mine davit with old stuff right there. It's a platform right there. You can't see it, but it's there. And then you come up this draw. Now what I'd recommend doing is cutting back to the north if you're trying to ascend this peak. This one's 9,200. Ruby Peak down here is 9,300. So about 100, 150 feet in difference. I'd recommend coming up this slope up here and then walking up this ridge, because that's going to serve you a lot better and be a lot clearer of a path during the summer than doing the retard route. It started sucking right through here. It was 40-degree angle the whole way up. As you can see, the elevation is just, it's dropping pretty damn quick. So, yeah. Anyhow, I got up to damn near 9,000 feet today, which is further than I was thinking. I was thinking 8,500, not 9. Just goes to show you how damn dry this range is. Might go up here to the North Peak someday. And then I was really interested to see. So this is Ruby Peak to the south. And then I was really interested to see if this road comes in McHessor Creek. So this you access, I think, from I-15. Oh, that's a long fucking drive over there. Yeah, the road down to Dillon. And then I was wondering if it comes up this draw and meets anywhere, so that way you can get to the top a little easier. So that was pretty fucking arduous.